Hi guys, I'm back and I wanted to do a follow-up video to the one that I posted yesterday with all of the details, product details on what I used yesterday for a wash day. So this is day 2. You can see that curls are a little more defined and not as dry at the end. So let's go ahead and start with the first thing. There are a couple of things I use in the shower that I wanted to explain here, along with the details about the product and the curl kit that I just love. I think you guys will love it too. So the first thing is this Kristen S Instant Exfoliating Scalp Scrub by Kristen S. I picked this up in Target. I think it's about $14. But I was curious because I actually have dry scalp and I'd never heard of like a scalp exfoliant. It has like a little tube at the top that you can like push the exfoliant out of and actually scrub your scalp with. It does help when I have a lot of buildup on my scalp. It helps. I actually wet my hair first, and then before I wash it with anything, I put that on there just kind of around the crown of my head, on my problem area. Once I'm done using the tube to kind of move it in, I use my fingers and then I rinse that out. Once I rinse that out, I go on to shampoo. And I used this shampoo yesterday. It's the VERB Curl Shampoo. It comes in the curl kit. This stuff smells really, really good, and a little bit goes a long way. I don't know if any of you have used Pureology products before, but you only have to use a little bit of their shampoo, and I feel like this is very similar to that. You don't have to use a lot, and you get that kind of fresh and clean feeling. VERB is formulated without parabens, no gluten, and no sulfates. The vegan line, which I really like. But the shampoo is really decent. I run out of conditioner much faster than I run out of this, so this is a good amount of product to last you a long while. The next thing I go to is the curl conditioner, and this is probably my most crucial step of wash day, because I tend to use my conditioner as a leave-in. I kind of work it into my hair and I let it sit there while I wash the rest of my body. This is a super important step for me because I feel like it's kind of softened my hair, gets it ready for detangling, and that's really important. I detangle in the shower. That's kind of like my secret, I think. A little bit goes a long way also. It's not gonna feel like super creamy and soft. It almost feels like, I don't know what I would say. You're gonna feel like it doesn't go a long way, but you really don't need a ton. It also smells amazing, super soft. So I work this in, and I actually use this thing. Got this off of Amazon for like $6, and I actually just work in the conditioner. This also works to help my scalp when it's feeling a little bit dry. So I work this in, kind of brush it through the ends, and then I let it sit. Leave it there while I wash the rest of my body. Sometimes if I'm having a particularly dry scalp day, because my hair is also dyed blonde, I will use the Pureology Hydrate Conditioner instead of my VERB conditioner. And it does two things for me. It helps me with my color, but it also has like this really great pepperminty, and I let it sit just like I would the VERB conditioner while I wash. It just feels so refreshing, and I almost feel like it's like a breath mint for your scalp. So this really helped my scalp calm down if it's super itchy and super dry. This is like a big holy grail of mine for sure. Okay, so then once I am done, I rinse my hair off with cool water. Not too cold. I need to be able to stand in it. So cold water rinse, that's a big secret with curly hair too. You want to make sure you're not rinsing it with hot water. Something about cold water that makes your curls set a little bit better. I forgot to mention, before I rinse my hair with cold water, I actually detangle it with this wet brush. It's something I picked up from Walmart. I think they have it at Target too. Like $6.99, something of that nature. But this brush is really good for wet hair, and it's not gonna pull at your roots and like fray your hair and make a shed. So I usually detangle with this. I kind of break my hair up into like maybe 3 or 4 parts. You can do whatever works best for you. I make sure that I can actually run my hands, my fingers through my wet hair before I rinse off. Just make sure I mixture that. So then once I'm done, I get out. Obviously you saw my little towel get up, my little hair wrap situation yesterday. And the first thing I apply to my hair is the SheaMoisture Coconut Milk Leave-In Treatment. I'm a huge fan of spray leave-in conditioners. I can't go straight from wet to like a cream or like a pomade type of leave-in. It just doesn't work with the texture of my hair. This spray retails I think for like $9.99 a bottle, and you can get it in CVS, online with Amazon if you prefer, Target, anywhere that carries the SheaMoisture line. It just smells good. It has a really light scent, and I just find that it really helps me work in the rest of my product. So after the SheaMoisture Coconut Leave-In, I go ahead and move on to the VERB Curl Leave-In. Tighten this a little bit. So this stuff, as you saw in the video yesterday, has a really smooth, like almost drippy texture. But I really like it. I actually like how light it is. And I just use this, I do this in 2 parts, flip my hair over and work through the back and the bottom. And then I do another round and I apply it to the top and just sort of work it through my hair like I'm giving myself a scalp massage down to the root. Next, I put in the VERB Curl Cream. So as you may have seen in the video yesterday, this has more of like a pomade texture to it. It's kind of considered like a gel. Shape and define, defrizz, and repair cream. And I actually prefer curl products that don't leave my hair crunchy and don't leave it like too hard. I hate that. It is great. It leaves my hair feeling really soft, and you can work this in the same way that you work in the leave-in conditioner. Crunching is so important, guys. I don't use any heat on my hair when I wear it curly, and I rarely straighten it. No heat is such a crucial step in getting your hair to grow and getting your curl pattern to find its way to its maximum potential. You'll notice I scrunch all the way throughout. I'm constantly shaping even after each step of the process. So then once you're done with this, I like to move on to a gel, and a lot of people don't do this last step. My favorites for easily like almost 10 years, I think. This is the Goddess Curl Botanical Gel. And I first discovered this in Target, I think, and I was just looking for, I wanted a gel, but I didn't want something crunchy. I didn't want something that was gonna hold it so much that you couldn't see the length in the curl. A lot of times gels will have your long curls looking like your hair is this short, just because it is so dense and the hold is too strong. So this is the perfect balance for me. It's great. I think this bottle is $10. You can also order this on Amazon. And this is something I swear by. Holy Grail gel. It's nice and light. My hair never feels crunchy. It feels slightly hard when it's drying and it's still wet. But as you can see, it's been like this for like a day and there's still a lot of movement. And that's what I want. I don't want it to be so crunchy and so hard that it doesn't move. Those are the product details. I'll make sure to put some links at the bottom of the video. If you are interested in trying VERB, I definitely recommend it. I recently became an ambassador for the brand this year, and I've been using the brand for a while. Actually, today they're launching a purple mask, which is very specifically formulated for like brassy blonde colors, and you get them toned down so that they're more fresh and will help you tone down your brassy undertones. So I'm super excited about that, to use that, because I am, as you see, I think I'm just sticking with the blonde. I think that's my jam. Gonna be my jam for a while. Definitely check out VERB if you're interested. If you have questions, I've tried a bunch of the line, not just the curl kit. I've also tried the Ghost line, the Ghost oil. I'm excited to try the purple mask. If you use the code that I have, also linked on my Instagram page, you can use that code and you'll get 15% off of your first order.